Welcome back everyone, my name is LastKnownMeal and today we're gonna be talking about Ghost Recon Wildlands. Now, I have more than 60 hours in this game. I made a lot of videos regarding Wildlands and I even made a review, which is not something I do very often, and people assume that because of all the positive things I have to say about this game, I am being paid by Ubisoft to say that, which is not true because I am a small channel. First of all, and second of all, if I was paid, I would have to disclose it. I would have to disclose it at the beginning of this video because promoting something without saying that you are promoting that stuff is illegal, even in my country, so I wouldn't get away with it. So, no, I'm not paid. So, yes, I know that I have a lot of positive things to say about this game, but yes, I am aware that this game has many problems. And it's far from being a perfect game, because whenever you have those amazing moments in this game, because this game has some amazing moments, it also has moments where I really think about why I bought this game. Yes, I did think about that like 3 times already when I played it, like why did I buy this, because sometimes it can really piss me off. And in this video I'm going to talk about how can Ghost Recon Wildlands improve, because this is something they tried out, this sandbox kind of a genre where you have this huge open world to do whatever you want, having different regions and doing whatever you want. Like honestly, you have so much freedom in this game, no one is holding your hand in anything. You can finish missions when you want to finish them. You're not obligated to finish one region and then move on to another one. I mean, yes, if you want to progress through the main game, you have to have a closure on something, but again, before that, it's just do whatever you want and how you want to do it. Like, you can go inside a base and not kill anyone and steal the documents or capture someone or destroy something, and that's okay. If you want to go and shoot everyone, that's okay as well. But this game, same as every Ubisoft game, I think, because they have some great ideas. I mean, The Division, For Honor, Ghost Recon Wildlands, they have so many great ideas, but they shoot themselves in the foot every time they want to make something, which ends up being an okay game. And please Ubisoft, I don't want an okay game. Give me something that I'm actually going to enjoy. Because I'm going to talk about like different things. First of all, AI. I know that Ubisoft is not the best when it comes to AI, but it's the logic that kills me in this game, because this is supposed to be an immersive, stealthy Ghost Recon, do whatever you want game. So where is that? Because AI in this game is so stupid sometimes, and I'm not saying they're bad, because once they're alerted, oh my god, the aim on these guys, they can shoot you from a mile away. And these guys are very deadly, don't take me wrong, they're not easy to kill when they're alerted, when they know where you are. When they're not, they're pretty easy to kill, so just not a problem. But when they're not alerted, I mean, when they are alerted, they're really hard to kill. Because they can surround you, they can run, they can hide, but even then they have problems. But when you're in stealth, for example, there's some moments they can see you from, I don't know how they see you. I like a couple of times they saw me through a wall. How do you see me through a goddamn wall? But what's happened sometimes is that like 2 guys are walking on the street, 2 sicarios, and I shoot the guy behind him and the one just continues walking, he doesn't see shit. But when I'm standing behind the wall, they see me. How does that make sense? So that needs to be fixed. Also, one like plain example is when I shut off the generator. During the day, they're not going to be alerted at all, because the lights are off and they have no idea that they have no more electricity in their base. For some reason they don't know that, so you can just shut it down and not a problem. During the night, if you shut down the generator and all the lights go away in the base, they're gonna be alerted for 10 seconds and that's it. They're like, oh, where is electricity? And that's it. They're going to continue on their way. They're not going to even bother looking who shut off their power. Then they're not going to even go and turn on the generator. That's the logic that doesn't make sense. Like, if someone turned off a generator in my base, oh, maybe I would go and look who did that. And they don't do it at all. And that's the thing that needs to be fixed. The logic with the AI is the one that kind of bothers me so much. Also, minor things like reinforcements which can just appear out of nowhere. It appears out of nowhere, honestly. You're like alerting the base and you expect the reinforcements to come from outside the base. No, they just spawn in and you're surrounded. So fuck you. That's the logic with the AI. So yes, the AI needs to be fixed. Next thing, story. Bolivia cartel, amazing idea. The only character I really considered somewhat charismatic, and I kinda was, I wanted him to be, in a cutscene or something, is El Sueño. That's it. El Sueño is the only character in this game that actually has some kind of a personality, which you can just think about it like, okay, he has a dream. He wants to build a really, really wealthy land. He wants to kind of have its own religion. You're like, this guy is fucking insane, but you're reacting to the character. But everyone else in this game, they just feel bland. They're just like nothing. That's it. The main character, the main protagonist in this game, you are just some random grunt that has a really, really, really bad pronunciation of Spanish. so bad. It's like it's funny. It's like he's mocking them, and that's probably the thing. He's mocking them when he's speaking Spanish. Is it Spanish? Am I being really wrong here? It's probably Spanish. If I'm wrong, then I am so sorry. But again, thing is, the characters in this game, I honestly don't care about them. I'm like, okay, this is some action stuff, and yeah, I am the spec op, I am some badass special force guy. I was in Afghanistan, in Iraq, and that's it. I don't care about the protagonist, I don't care about the underbosses, I honestly don't care about them, because everything that does happen in this game kind of happens in a cutscene, which is something like a movie, which I would avoid. I would have proper cutscenes, because, for example, GTA 5, or pretty much every GTA, like, I'm gonna go with GTA 5. It's mostly the same thing. Okay, you're going to go and get a mission, do the mission, react to different people, and have an end game. Sandbox stuff. But in Ghost Recon Wildlands, for example, every mission is like, okay, I'm going to get the guy, I'm going to arrest the guy, I'm going to kill the guy, I'm going to find this intel, I'm going to destroy this, and that's pretty much it. There are no cutscenes in between. There is nothing really happening. You're not being like sometimes alerted or surrounded by enemies. There's no twist. And that's a problem, because sometimes when I'm in the base and it's really easy, I'm like, okay, I arrived to the end. Is something gonna happen? Nothing happens. I'm like, yeah, I really expected something. So that's the thing that needs to change. Story in general is good, but the characters need to have more time on screen, so we can bond with them. And every mission needs to have something that's going to also affect our character. For example, a nice idea, which I would implement if I made this game, is I would also have some subplots for my teammates. When they can kinda, I'm not saying they can go insane, but they're like, oh my god, what are we doing here? This is wrong. We're either killing civilians, or this decision is bad. Like, can we do something else? Or, I don't know, maybe just them arguing could be a thing. But again, you're going to say, yeah, they're soldiers, blah, blah, blah. But don't tell me soldiers don't fight. Come on. it's mostly just reacting to decisions and the world, and having more of that relationship in between the characters, and the characters between the narcos and everything. And that's the thing. That's the thing why GTA 5, we're not saying, oh, missions are repetitive. No, because missions are amazing, because also you have Trevor making fun of something, you have Michael just fucking everything up, you have, I don't know, just characters reacting to the mission. And that's why you're really loving the characters and the missions in GTA 5. But here, in Ghost Recon, it's just, I don't have that bondage with the characters, and I believe that that could be the biggest plus if it happens in the next Ghost Recon game, to just be connected more with the characters, to bond with the characters. And, you know, so far in this one, it's not a thing. It's mostly focusing on the action, which is, I mean, when you take away the action, when you take away the story and the characters, you only have action. Is because, for example, Mass Effect has action, but it also has that, you know, story and characters and development. And I want my character to develop as the game, like, goes on. I want my character to change in a way, to make some, maybe even some stupid decisions. Maybe some of my teammates do something really stupid, and you have to go and fix that. That's just a thought. That's just a thought. Again, as I said, big world, and I'm pretty certain that Ubisoft is going to continue with this. So when we get a new Ghost Recon game, it's probably going to be something like this. They can explore other countries, maybe even Mexico. Oh, Mexico. Oh, imagine that. That would be so cool. But it doesn't matter which country it is or what continent it is. The world feels empty. The world feels empty in this game. It's like you just have a couple of civilians. You have a huge town, for example, which is just empty. There is no civilians. There is nothing. Nothing is happening. Just empty buildings with a couple of civilians doing pretty much nothing. That's the thing that also needs to change. Give me some of that. Give me development in the city, in the country, in the region. I want people doing something. I want to, like, when I go through that town, I want them to really do something, not just be empty city. And I guess you can always say, hey, narcos took over the state and maybe took over the town, but not every town. You know, even with that many narcos, civilians should be present there. So AI, story, the world, that needs to change. The world needs more immersion. Like, give me some more things, like small details make everything. Small details in a movie is what separates a good movie from an awesome movie. That's the thing. Those small details. That's why, for example, The Witcher had so many of those little details that really made the game amazing. Besides having amazing story, well-written characters that develop as the story goes on, which is a thing I would like to see in Ghost Recon. Because besides El Sueño, everyone else is just like that. And also, as I said, whenever this game has amazing moments, when I was making video with a co-op video on Ghost Recon, he said, like, okay, so we have this amazing moment, there's a car chase scene, we're chasing this guy, there's no music. There's no music in this game. Honestly, when you have a cool moment like that, there is no music that will just push you. There's nothing, you're just driving and that's it. And I believe those small details, as I said, could really change the game. Weapons, when it comes to weapons, like, yes, you have a variety of weapons. I didn't end up playing with all of them. Light machine guns, I honestly never even touched the weapon. I never equipped a light machine gun. So yeah, I guess, yeah, you can just put in different things, and who wants to play in a certain way is gonna play in a certain way. Having silencer, removing silencer, I mean, that's just the thing. And also one small thing which I noticed, when you're in stealth mode, enemies are easier to kill, but when they go all full assault mode, they're not that easy to kill. They need more bullets to go down, which is, I don't know why, but okay, maybe that needs to change. Now, besides, you know, having all those problems, this game can be fun. It is fun for me. I'm guessing you really need to be a specific player and expect specific stuff, because I really love games like this. The Division is something I also enjoyed. Same problem, great idea, bad execution, but Ghost Recon did improve. Because this was I think the most stable release of an Ubisoft game I've ever seen. I mean, but they still shoot themselves in the foot every time they want to have something good. If they just add some of those small thingies, just pay attention to details, and just also driving in this game, man, sometimes it can really piss me off. It takes a lot of time to get used to. It's not that bad, but it has its problems, and the cars are not acting as they should. So yeah, again, small details, it's all in the small details. So I'm guessing if those things improve in the next Ghost Recon game, I definitely believe that I mean, it could be a great game. That it could be a really great game. But really immerse us in this world a bit more, because disappearing bodies in Ghost Recon, like, I'm trying to go stealthy through a base and I can just shoot a guy, turn around, and the body is going to disappear. It makes the game easy. That's the thing. I turn around, the body disappears, you have a little spill of blood, and that's it. I want bodies to stay. Simple as that. Don't make bodies disappear, because it makes the game easy. Again, the game gives you a variety of tools to play with. And I definitely ended up using a lot of those things. Flashbangs, C4, mines, explosive, drone, EMP drone, whatever. But people say like, oh yes, the drone makes the game easier, but still, don't use it if you don't want to use it. Simple as that. If you want to make your game harder, then say to yourself, okay, I'm not going to go and use a drone. That's the thing. You're not obligated to use any of those things, and that's why this game really is great in that way, but it does have problems. And even though I'm saying good things about it, I am well aware of all the problems that this game has. So I addressed all the things I would like to change in this game, and all the things I would like to improve in Ghost Recon Wildlands. Again, if you have something to say in the comments, please do, because I'm gonna read them. And also, if I missed something, if there is something you want also changed, then just tell me down below. I will be reading those comments. And don't forget to smash that like and subscribe button. This is LastKnownMeal signing out, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye bye.